Hey guys, what's up? Matt here and welcome to this brand new video. Now in this episode I am going to be going back to showing you 6 fragrances from my collection which I would class as my top 6. But in today's episode we are going to be looking at my top 6 favorite fragrances from Zara. Now Zara are a Spanish clothing company which are pretty much found all over the world. They're a really good company. They do a lot of contemporary wear, casual wear, and even do their fair share of fragrances. Now just so that you all know, all of these fragrances are from the company of Zara, and they're all different, and to me these are my favorite picks from the company. Love them all. I think they're all absolutely fantastic. There really isn't a order or anything like that, so it's not like I'm going to be reviewing one first which isn't as good as the rest. They're all amazing and they all smell fantastic, but I will say this, my number 1 choice is my favorite fragrance from Zara. I think it's a masterpiece and I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video. Now let's get on to my number 1 pick, SEOUL. Now this fragrance is named after the capital city in Korea. A beautiful fragrance in my opinion. It is, I suppose if you want to call it a clone, it is a clone of Paco Rabanne Invictus, so if there are fans of Invictus out there who, you know, don't want to pay the main price for Invictus, then I think this is the best clone that you can get for Paco Rabanne Invictus. Now, to me, it isn't exactly the same. It does have, you know, little differences. It's very fruity, opens up with a nice apple note, it's got like a salty C note accord in there. It's also got a lot of amber, so very nice, fruity, woody fragrance that I think is just great for the summertime. I also do own a summer version of this, which is actually very close, and I'll be doing a review on that in the next few days probably. But great fragrance, I would highly recommend you guys check this one out. If you're looking for a nice, fresh, refreshing fragrance, which I think could also be used on an evening, so I do think that you could wear this, say, you know, to a nightclub or whatever, you know, great choice to go for. Just know that the longevity on this one isn't too great. It's about 4 to 5 hours, which is, you know, I suppose pretty good if you think about it for a sort of, you know, marine type of aquatic scent. But yeah, very, very good. It does have good projection though, I will say that. When you spray this, you know it does fill a room, so do go quite easy on the trigger. Great fragrance though, guys, I will say that. So like I said, if there's any fans of, you know, Invictus by Paco Rabanne, do give this one a try. It's a great, great fragrance. Now the next one on the list, guys, number 5, is another fresh scent, and this one is called Summer Collection. Now this scent is absolutely amazing. This one to me is a clone of Hugo Boss Bottled Unlimited, which isn't actually a very popular fragrance anyway, so yeah, you know, if you haven't checked out Unlimited, then get this one for a very good price. I only paid like £12 for this. It's a great, great fragrance, guys. Opens up very refreshing, citrusy. It's just lovely. It's got a lovely grapefruit note in there. It's also got notes like violet leaves, peppermint, pineapple, sandalwood, musk. It actually tells you all of the notes on the front of the bottle, which I think is really cool. But this is a great scent. It's very, very nice. It doesn't last long, however. I only get maybe like 4 or 5 hours out of it. Again, great longevity though for a fresh scent. That's what a lot of people don't really realize with these fragrances, is the longevity is not intended to be that great, although I do know quite a few of, you know, aquatic fragrances which do last long. But even if they don't, it's not a big issue because, you know, you can always recover yourself, respray and whatnot. But great fragrance, guys. It's a lovely, fresh, citrusy bomb with a lot of nice notes in there. I think that violet gives it that different. It's also got that nice sandalwood and stuff. But yeah, amazing fragrance, guys. Would highly recommend you guys check this one out, especially if you're a fan of Hugo Boss's Boss Bottled Unlimited. Is that right? It's a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, guys, if you like that fragrance, do give this one a try. It's a great scent. So guys, that is my number 5, and it is the Summer Collection by Zara. Now my number 4 is a fragrance that comes from a leather line, which Zara released a couple of years ago, I think. And I may have actually been this year. I might be thinking of another line, forgive me. But they have 3 fragrances. They have fragrances like genuine leather, rich leather, and then there's this one right here. And this one is called Gourmand leather. Now this fragrance is a clone of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. So if you like Ultra Male, and you're very aware of the fact that that fragrance is now discontinued, you need to get your hands on this fragrance. This is an amazing scent. It's the only one in this entire video which is an eau de parfum concentration. Lasts. It's amazing longevity. I mean, it doesn't quite have EDP strength. It probably lasts for about 8 hours. But other than that, this is an amazing fragrance. It's very sweet, reminds me of the smell of bubblegum, you know, that kind of bubblegum vibe that Ultramar lets off? It's like that. This one also has notes like iris in there, it's got a little bit of bergamot, with a nice dry down of leather. It's a... drop the cap. Yeah, it's a beautiful fragrance, guys. It's just a very sweet, nice powdery iris and bergamot sort of leathery bomb. Really, really good fragrance, guys. I would highly, highly recommend you check this one out. This is more of Zara's more expensive fragrances, but they do smell really, really good. So I would highly recommend you guys check this one out. To me, the best one out of the, you know, the whole leather range, if you like. But great fragrance, guys. Would highly recommend you guys check this one out. This is Gourmand Leather at number 4. At number 3, we've got Weekend Till 3 AM. Now, guys, this fragrance is probably one of the best clones of Paco Rabanne's Black Excess. When I reviewed this fragrance, I didn't really know what it smelled like. I was actually told by a lot of people that this was actually a clone of Creed Aventus. However, smelling it and reviewing it and, you know, really analysing the smell a little bit more, you know, I've realised that this does not actually smell anything like Creed Aventus. Yet it is just a natural born clone of Paco Rabanne's Black Excess, which, by the way, I love that fragrance. I don't actually own it, but I did used to own it from when I was a little bit younger. So when I do smell this fragrance, it brings back memories of, you know, me being 17 again, and, you know, going to like college and stuff, and wearing that fragrance to college. It brings back a lot of memories. So yeah, not quite the same as, you know, Black Excess, but this one has a kind of fresh sort of strawberry type of smell to it, with a lot of musk. It's very unusual, but smells really, really good. This is actually the middle fragrance out of the range. It's called the Weekend range, where you get Weekend Till 12, 3, and also 5 AM. I haven't actually smelled the 5 AM one, well, vaguely, but wasn't really too keen on it. And I do actually own the 12 AM version as well, which is also very, very good. But this one is the best, definitely. Lasts forever. I get about 8 hours out of this, considering it is an eau de toilette concentration. Cannot go wrong. Smells fantastic, guys. If you like Paco Rabanne Black Excess, then you need to give this one a try. It's amazing. It's really, really good. Now, guys, that is my number 3, and it is Weekend Till 3 AM. Let's check out my final 2. Now, number 2 is quite an interesting choice. Usually on videos like this would actually be the number 1 spot, but there is a reason why it's not the number 1 spot, which pretty much means that the number 1 spot is better than this fragrance, basically. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy what I'm about to show you. Number 2 is Rich, Warm and Addictive. Now, this fragrance has been given so much hype over the past year or so, for a good reason, because this fragrance just smells absolutely marvellous. It's got a nice sort of soft, powdery, sweet vanilla sort of light tobacco, ambery smell. That's the only way I can really describe this. I love it so much, to the point where I literally do wear it all the time. You guys can see how much of it I've worn. When I first bought this, it was literally full to the top. Now look at it. But yeah, guys, great fragrance. It's just got a lovely, comforting smell to it. Very classy. Yeah, would highly recommend it. Great scent. So guys, that is at number 2, Rich, Warm, Addictive by Zara. Now let's check out my favourite fragrance from this company in my number 1 spot. Tone Indeterminate. Amazing. I cannot believe this is not getting the talk that it really deserves, okay? Because this fragrance, to me, is a masterpiece. This fragrance, to me, is just... It's probably the main reason why I love Zara so much, because this is just a fine example of how, you know, beautifully crafted a fragrance can be, no matter what kind of reputation the creator has, you know. I think Zara, you know, Zara aren't exactly an expensive company. They're actually quite a low budget company, but when they make fragrances like this, you can't ignore it. Now, what I love about this is the fact that it smells to me like a straight up gourmand. Even though this fragrance is intended to, you know, to just be an oriental sort of spicy scent, to me it opens up very sweet, kind of get this very strong vanilla, chocolatey sort of coffee smell out of this scent. Very, very different, although I would compare it to fragrances like Uomo by Salvatore Ferragamo, you know, for that kind of strong sort of coffee smell, you know. yeah, it's very similar to that, but to me it's amazing. It's boozy, it's woody, it is a little bit spicy, but overall this is just a very, very sweet fragrance. So guys, if you like the smell of like cinnamon leaves, or just cinnamon in general, or the smell of coffee, then you're gonna really love this fragrance. To me, it also has a bit of a popcorn smell to it, so if you are into fragrances like that, then you might want to give it a go, guys, because this to me is my #1 choice because it lasts longer than any other fragrance in this list. And it also just has a very, very good smell to it. But again, like I said, you need to be into gourmand fragrances to really like this one. And you need to really be into sweet fragrances. But on top of all that, like, even though it's a gourmand to my nose, I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just giving you guys my honest thoughts. Like, even though it comes across as smelling like a sweet, chocolatey sort of coffee gourmand sort of scent, it's very classy. And even though it is sweet at first, give it a chance to die down on your skin, and what you're left with is just the smell of heaven. Okay, there isn't really, I can't even really describe it. It's almost like a sort of cashmere and wood, sort of sweet, sort of semi-chocolate smell, like, but it's very mellow and it's very, very classy. That's the only way I can really describe it, guys, apart from just literally fantastic. It's so, so good. I love it. I love it so much. But guys, Zara are an amazing company. I would highly recommend you check out more of their fragrances. I've heard that they also have quite a few good women's fragrances in their range, which are also quite masculine as well. But these are literally just my 6 picks, guys. I'm not saying, you know, that these fragrances are the ones that you should try. These are literally just 6 fragrances that I happen to absolutely love that come from Zara. So guys, yeah, Zara are one of those companies that you just, you know, you either want to check out or you don't. So that is completely your choice, guys. This video is mainly just to show you guys which fragrances I really, really like. But I really do hope you do check them out because they do smell awesome. So guys, thank you all so, so much for watching this top 6 video. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. Please, please do let me know in those comments what you thought of this video and what you think of the fragrances. Please let me know if you have them and what you think of them, because I would love to hear your thoughts. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep smelling good, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.